We are made to believe that we should be in the shadows of our husbands and our fathers as well, forgetting that financial independence is a life skill.
What are the risks, right, for a woman who chooses to challenge her family or community over a property?
Fear of the unknown. You know, when a woman begins to speak, you become too loud. They will say you're no longer a woman, you're not a man, that you should just become a man and fight them. That Juju self, that if you have Juju, she has God. And that she's fighting for a just cause. Both physical, spiritual, mental, financial, because you go pay lawyer.
True that.
No, you pay lawyer now.
Welcome, family, to another insightful episode of the Real Deal Naija podcast. Here we unbundle Africa's largest real estate market. We do real talk about real estate, and every episode is filled with information that is meant to empower you towards your next property purchase and also guide you towards that next investment decision you're going to be making in the real estate market. I still have with me in the studio the celebrity lawyer herself. My lord, may I? Thank you, my lord. Today, we're picking it up from where we left on the previous episode, and we are exploring gender bias in property rights in Nigeria. All right, so from your wealth of experience, how do inheritance restrictions affect women's ability to build financial independence?
I actually laugh when I come online and you see posts where they would say things like, what a woman wants from a man is just money. You know why? Some of the things that we were taught as women is simply that we should just depend on a man for everything.
Absolutely.
And so, a woman, for example, customarily for some customs, they'll say, okay, you will not own land in your father's house. Your husband would give you his own land. You not get to your husband's place. You do not birth a male child.
Wow.
Do not tell him, you not give birth to any child here. Oh, go back to your father's house. So a woman in Nigeria, from the time she was born, because of ignorance and unnecessary, in fact, let me use the word ignorance. We are made to believe that we should be in the shadows of our husbands and our fathers as well. And you find out that a woman that should be financially independent, that God has given her all the potentials to be the next Dangote, is being caged because of this type of mentality. And the women that are few, not few, like I know a lot of women, me for example, I'm working, that are trying to break the stereotype of, oh, a woman can earn too. Honestly, you see come online and you get shamed that you either got it through external sources or which other one do they even say safe? And you find they'll not tell you, oh, you won't get married and you have too much. So there's already a toxin in the system that women should not be financially independent. Don't buy a car because a man will not ask you out. Don't live in a flat because they will feel like you are too comfortable.
Yes. Relatable.
Forgetting that financial independence is a life skill. Money is not gender specific.
True.
And so when the guys come on and say, oh, this person is after my money, I say you're not a serious person. Because you saw all the women that are working. You say, is this one?
This one.
So yes, so when we teach girls and we have customs that will tell you that don't inherit. So it's simply like just telling the woman, just sit down in the house, be an oriako, just cross your leg, money will come to you naturally. Forgetting that you as a woman should also work and get properties too. And the beautiful thing is that nothing stops you as a woman from owning property in any part of the country. So all these customs that are very, very repugnant has been extinguished by the court. But individually, if you still want the culture to be binding on you, it's a you problem. So it just say me by myself. Now me no one become person for my life. Not that the law is not backing you up. So that's just the problem we are facing.
Oh, you're preaching good. All right. So now, can you tell us what are the risks? Because I'm sure a lot of men are fired up from what you've said, right? What are the risks, right, for a woman who chooses to challenge her family or community over a property?
Fear of the unknown. I think that's one fear that is crazy. I don't even know why it exists. You know, we are Africans, and the fear of juju, according to people, is the beginning of wisdom.
Yes, sir.
So I remember in class then, I asked Madam Ukeji personally when I was still in school. I said, Ma, were you not scared of juju? She said, wait me that. What is that? That anywhere they want to go, she will go there too.
I love it.
And the second thing she mentioned, because it happened to her practically, was they ostracized her. Like they told her she was the black sheep of the family. You know, when a woman begins to speak, you become too loud. They will say you're no longer a woman, you're not a man, that you should just become a man and fight them. So she said, okay, no problem, let me fight you man to man. So aside the fear of the unknown, which she conquered first, she said that juju self, that if you have juju, she has God. And that she's fighting for a just cause. It's just that in Nigeria, we have people that are Christians but are not practicing Christians. You said you say you go to church, right? And somebody will keep a calabash in front of your door and you will not come out. So are you saying at that point the juju is stronger? So you find people that are not very practicing and they are not practical Christians there. So if you're ready to fight, this is because it's a fight. It's not a physical fight alone. No, it's not. Let me not lie. Let me not come here and say no. Both physical, spiritual, mental, financial, because you go pay lawyer.
True that.
No, you pay lawyer now. Financial, emotional, psychological. In fact, societally, they will look at you like a bad person.
True.
Why are you taking your family members to court now? But they're the ones coming for me. Another problem is that Nigerian men, I don't know to say some of them are wicked people. I don't know how you marry somebody that you don't love or you don't trust. A lot of Nigerian women are going through a lot in their marriages. So when the man dies intestate, the way you present your wife to your family members is how they will treat your wife when you are dead.
Yeah.
You already came to your woman and said your wife is an idiot or a foolish person. Then you now want the same wife to protect your children with your asset. No, now.
Wow.
It's the same hand you gave them.
True.
When the man was alive, his siblings will come to the house, bully his wife. The same bullying you tolerated in your lifetime, they will continue it. And you find problem. In fact, another thing is that I do not know why people do not write wills. I don't know whether people feel like if I write a will today, I will die tomorrow. No. You can write a will today and live 20 years. Highest, you do a codicil to revoke the earlier will or to be an addition to the earlier will. But you find, and I'm like, why? Rich people, rich men in Nigeria, some of their wives do not know what they own. Their brothers are the ones that know. So when they die, their families are at the mercy of these their brothers. And human beings are very selfish. In fact, Thomas Hobbes said that the state of man is nasty, short, and brutish. So if it's nasty, short, and brutish, if my brother has 100 million and I don't get money, my brother dies intestate, you really think I will carry that 100 million and give his wife?
Oh, yeah.
So if you know that I'm talking to the men generally, I'm very, very vocal. If you know that you don't trust your wife, leave the marriage. It's not compulsory that you stay married. Because at the end of the day, you are punishing your generation without knowing.
True.
You cannot open up to what you have. That is why you see a man, when he was alive, his children were attending, for example, the best schools in Nigeria, British Academy, all of those things. When he dies, they will start going to government day. Because the man was not intentional about succession, because your wife should be your succession plan. You need to groom your wife so that when you go, your children will not suffer. Because you come to court and you see, recently in February, I was in court, High Court, Abani, and a man died. Blood brother. My brother died now. I'm the man now. My brother died. He left 3 girls. And I'm now coming to court to say, my lord, I wanted to leave the property. Now you build them. Was it your sweat? they are not our custom. Women do not. Women. Ah, God. The judge and the judge was a female judge.
Oh boy.
So you could see the disgust on her face. But because she's a judge, she can't lash out from the bench. But me, that was at the bar. I was like, I should go and jack this. But if that didn't solve, the man had written a will. And I was very happy that the woman took them, as in one man mode polo. If you see the woman wash, this baggy trouser. Yes, that's what she wore.
Nice.
With face cap.
Oh, shit.
You just know she came to fight.
Nice. Energy.
And she just sat there. She did not say, I said, nah, so. So the court even gave an injunction self at the point and told them not to come to the property anymore. That if they come, that she will personally make an order for them to be arrested and detained.
Nice.
In fact, I was in court in May, customary court now, where the court ordered that the man, the late husband's brother, be remanded at the prison, in Nsukka prison. Sorry, Obola, for that access. Waiting up. Court gave an order of injunction. Everybody skip off. And I said, the court, sorry, let me speak English. These court people, they are just talking in the rubbish. Court now said, okay, no problem. We will now execute what our powers that we have. And they detain the guy. You know, when people feel like you can't do anything, and the man started saying, I'm sorry. Sorry for yourself. Sorry for yourself. So they took him to prison, and it was very beautiful to see. So these are the issues generally, right? So men should be very, very intentional about empowering their wives. Even if, like I said, it still comes down to how you see your wife. If you see your wife as your person, there are lots of things that you would grant her access to. You will not speak to her in a particular manner to your family because it's the same way that they will treat her. I cannot treat you better than how you would treat me.
Yes.
So if I treat me bad, you will treat me the same way, same energy. So these are the issues. And that is why your umuna, your brothers, are watching the way you treat your wife.
True.
So if you treat her bad, forget it, she's in trouble.
All right. So do you think that the rise in education is changing attitudes towards the reality of women inheriting?
Yes. To an extent, yes.
Okay.
The rise in education, yes. Because women are becoming aware that they can own properties. Me, for example, now, in my father's house, when I come to the house and there's a general meeting, normally they would say the man will speak first. But now, Pico, let barrister talk.
Okay.
You get?
Yes.
So the whole thing, and it's because of by virtue of education. I would not know so much. I would not be this person if I wasn't educated. So when people say school na scam, it's a product of you, not the system.
Absolutely.
Now, there is the school of wealth, which life will teach you by itself. And there is the school of knowledge, which education would give you. That you are educated does not mean you are wealthy. And that you are wealthy does not mean you are flip side, right? So people need to understand that school gives you knowledge. And knowledge helps you to navigate everyday issues. That is why you see people that are very, very wealthy, and one bad sign, they are back to the zero. So yes, the place of school education cannot be overemphasized, not even just for the women, for the men as well, that feel like women should just end up in the kitchen and not have any property to her name. In fact, I know people that would say, oh, my wife should not own anything. My wife is my... It gets very... Sorry, I'm saying this with a lot of emotion because I see this every day. And when you tell these women that, oh, please, come out of this thing now, be free, come out, you become the enemy. So you find out that when they get married, they start cutting you off.
Sure.
They say, okay, maybe because you are single and lonely and not have very bitter single woman. So me, I don't have so much strength for someone to call me a name that is not my name.
So you just leave.
So I just leave you. But generally, so education it's supposed to give you a form of exposure. Now, with that exposure, you fight for your right. And that is that's where we are now.
All right. So outside of education, what can policy makers, NGO, the legal system do to close the gap between the law on paper and the reality on ground?
They've done all they can do.
Really?
See, let me tell you something. The court is not Father Christmas. If you don't demand, how would you get? If you are not demanding for what is your own, is it the court that come and say, oh, come to justice, come to all ye that are heavy laden, I will give you rest? It's not done now. The police is there for execution of judgment, right?
Yes.
The court is there for you to pour out your pain. That is why your lawyer would write it in your writ of summons, because writ of summons are for contentious issues, and land and all of those things are contentious, right? That is why you pour out your venom, pour everything that they have been doing you wrong. If you know court, how court will help you? Do you know there are people that come online and say the justice system is bad? Check it, they've not gone to court. You will stay in your house, you are dying. You will not come on social media and say, Nigerians, help you what? Social media helps with what's it called? Social media plays the role of the jury now. I made a video where I said the role of social media now is to gather a lot of what's it called? A lot of PR on your case, right? But they will not give you the justice, because it's in the court that will say, parties maintain status quo or keep off. Social media will not come and tell your uncle or your father's brother to get out from they can't do that now. So you still need to come to you need to come to Mother Justice that we worship. Mother Justice, please help me. If Mother Justice does not help you, you're in trouble. I would not say that the system is not bad. In fact, it's not just the judiciary that is bad. The entire system is bad. The average Nigerian is bad. We are all bad. I will not say, no, I will not do that, because as I'm doing like this, it's coming back to me. The remaining 4 is coming back to me. So it's a personal problem. If we are saying that the system is bad, we need to do better as Nigerians regarding how we see our country. And with the whole Japa thing, everybody does not really care whether the country is burning or not. Me, I care. My ancestry is here. Even if I go, I still care. So we need to just be very intentional about our rights and being educated to a large extent.
Okay. I love it. You don't have to engage physically as a woman, but then you must engage other legal aspects to gain your liberation. That's it on today's episode. Personally, I have learned that property inheritance is not just about the property. It's not just about land. It's about dignity. And it is also about societal well-being for everybody. Because if you encourage one woman to own land, you're definitely empowering generations to come. Do you have any similar stories? We will want to read your story. Do you want to tell us about how somebody you know navigated one challenge that is similar to what we just discussed? Please share. Somebody is going to be reading through the comment section, and who knows, you might help somebody out of that situation. We'll see you on another insightful episode of the Real Deal Naija podcast. Remember, the advocacy starts with you. It starts with me. It starts when we lend our voices to these pressing issues. And let us start the advocacy in the comment section. You stand a chance to win a gift from us when you simply comment the word coffee mug. And guess what? A jumbo coffee mug will be delivered right to your doorstep, courtesy of our sponsor, Blockhouse. Please make sure you share, comment, subscribe, and make sure that you spread the word. Use the hashtag #ThreadNaija. I will see you on another insightful episode of the Real Deal Naija podcast. I remain your host, Evelyn.